happy for him, and it was we had to have that play today. It was awesome.
I think I heard the word love about 5 times.
Yeah.
Coach really loves his players. Hey,
Yes.
You know what? The Rams, I feel like every year they kind of sneak up on people. They're 3-1. Their only loss to the undefeated Eagles. How high do you see their ceiling?
They're one of the better teams in the NFC. When you think about, we talked about, obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are one of those teams. They've only lost to the Eagles. The Rams lose to the Eagles on a block kick. I mean, the Rams are lining up to.
True, they had that.
So it's not like they have to hide and say we're not. And they play complementary football. Defensively, they don't get enough credit for how good they are on defense. And Matthew Stafford, obviously, with the ball in his hand, with the last possession of the game to win a game, he can win it.
Yeah.
Because he's that kind of quarterback. And they have enough guys on offense, they can score the ball. So this is a dangerous team. The Rams and the Bucs are dangerous. If you're the Eagles, and the Eagles are supposed to be the best team right now, and they are, they're 4-0, they're looking at those guys and say, this is a close game.
Yeah.
Right?
High praise. They're right behind you,
Yes.
and they're doing good. People overlook them, but they are a good team, those Rams. All right. This is new on SportsCenter. John Harbaugh, heartbreaking loss to fall to 1-3 against the Chiefs. He's speaking now to the media. And again, new on SportsCenter.
All right. Congrats to the Chiefs. I thought they played really well. Executed both sides of the ball, played good physical football, and won a football game handily, all 3 phases. I feel like they coached better, they played better, everything was better. So that's it. That's a game in the National Football League, and we'll have to go back to work, figure out how to try to win our next football game. And we've got issues that we're dealing with, and we got to deal with them in a real smart way and find out how to line up and play our best game against the Texans. That's going to be our task this week. And I know our guys will go to work. I know our coaches will go to work to do that, and that'll be our challenge. So any other questions or any other conversations about it are just going to be just that. We've got to get to work and get ready to play a football game and play well and try to find a way to win a game and get on track. I believe we're going to be a good football team. We're just not a good enough football team yet. And all the things that go with that are the challenges that you face in the National Football League when you get circumstances that we've had. So that's what we'll go to work on. What questions you have?
John, one left the game with the hamstring injury. Do you know the seriousness of that?
No, I don't. I don't have any really updates on seriousness of injuries right now. There's nothing that looks like it's season-ending by any stretch for anybody, any of those guys. But we'll have to look at those injuries tomorrow and see where we're at going forward.
Coach, I know you're not going to make excuses, but you down 4 starters to begin with on the defensive side, lost 3 more. Just talk about the impact of losing that many starters.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about with the challenges. I mean, those are the challenges that you do face from time to time, and it's tough in a game like this against a really good team on the road. But you got to try to find a way to win anyway. And we never made excuses for those kind of things. And the guys who are up there are going to play well, and we've got to find ways to put our guys in the best positions to execute, play after play, and play a winning football game. That'll be our challenge.
Could Lamar have come back in had it not been a 3-score deficit?
I really don't have the answer to that right now. Yeah.
Do you know what play
I don't have the answer for that, no.
John, can you think of a time when you have been this adversely impacted by injuries in a single game?
I haven't really thought about that. I don't know the answer to that. I just know that this is our circumstance right now. This is what we're going to have to deal with. Like I told the guys before, and I told the guys after the game, I respect our guys. I respect our players. I respect our coaches. I know that we're going to go to work, and there's football to be played, and there's a division to be won, and we've got to find a way to become good enough to win it, So it's a long season, and but short term, it's a challenge right now. Our focus is on the Houston Texans game. That's what we've got to get locked in for, really, and find a way to play the kind of football game that we're going to need to play to win.
So what do you think happened offensively?
All right. Andy Reid now stepping up to the podium to address his Chiefs and their win.
All right. I don't have a whole lot to tell you about the injury part of it. I think we came out fairly clean there. My hat goes off to our fans for the job they did today, man. They were unbelievable, loud, aggressive, and we appreciate all that. Also to the Ravens and John, he's got a team that's a little bit banged up right now, and he's battling through that. But put up a great fight today, and I'm glad things worked out, obviously, the way they did. I was proud of our big guys on both sides of the ball. I thought they played well, and they knew coming into this game here that it's always going to be physical. Doesn't matter who's playing on either side, but it's going to be a physical game, and I thought our guys stepped up and came through in that area. Pat had a big day. Good to get Worthy back in there in the mix. He had a big day. Kels, likewise. And Pat hit a bunch of different receivers, which I think was a positive, and the run game got going, with Pacheco. So all in all, a good day offensively, and then defensively, I thought right from the get-go, after that first drive, that we just put our foot down. Spags had a nice plan there, and the guys executed. It was great to get Chris back. His aunt died, and it was good to get him back here, most of all to celebrate her life and then work his way back, wanting to be here with his teammates. Leo interception was incredible. Just as being a football fan, that was an incredible play. I'm proud of him and the job that he did. And then holding Derek to the yards that we did, he's a beast, and we were able to take care of him there. So, and then special teams, I thought all the way around, special teams was good. Butt missed a 56-yarder, but that's 56 yards, So we've gotten spoiled, but he's fine, and we'll get right back in the swing there. He did with the last two. So I think I hit everybody. So time's yours.
Andy, a lot of things made the offense go better, but I wonder if you could elaborate a little bit on Worthy and what his presence does to change the dynamic a little bit.
Yeah, well, I thought Matt used him the right way, and put him in great positions, and then Worthy didn't flinch at all. People were worried about the shoulder and so on, but he right from the start he gets the first play and goes, and that's the way he's approached his rehab and everything else, and I'm glad he came out, healthy. But I thought the way Nags used him was smart job.
It seemed like Patrick was especially in the zone today, I guess, for lack of better terms. What do you think led to that?
Yeah, I think having all those guys there that helps. I mean, you start getting guys back in there and mixing it up. I thought the offensive line protected him, well for the most part. So he feels good.
Andy, go ahead.
I was going to say, were you confident Chris was going to be here in time, and I guess it came down pretty close?
Yeah, it was close. I mean, listen, he had to do what he had to do there. I mean, that's not something you plan on or anything else. So you take care of that first, and then the game kind of comes secondary, when you start dealing with life and death.